Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Salamun alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to our programs, Shia Studies. What we have been discussing before about the Shia beliefs for God, Allah, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, God Almighty, and some proofs for existence of God. Today we want to talk about the degrees of the unity of God. You know, unity of God, oneness of God. In the Quran mentioned that لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٌ or لَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. First of all, unity of essence of God. We believe that there is no similar existent with God. You cannot find something equal to God. لَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. You cannot find someone equal to God and no one similar to God. It's very clear. Because God is above all things. The second thing is unity of the attributes of God and the essence of God. What does it mean? We say God is all powerful. We say God is all wise, all powerful. The attributes of God is the essence of God. No separation between the attributes of God and essence of God. If we imagine that, for example, God's essence, and then here God's attributes, then we imagine that God with different parts. And God with partner, and this is not monotheism, this is polytheism. Then God's attributes and God's essence is the same thing, not two different, and we should not separate between the God's essence and God's attributes. Another point is Tawheed Af'ali, unity of action. In this world, we see every actions. For example, beauty of flowers, treatment of pains. For example, brightness for suns. All things, all actions originated from God. God is the source of all actions in the world. This is Tawheedul Af'ali, or unity of actions. Another point is Tawheedul Ibadi. You know, all prophets during the history invite people toward God and worshiping God. The task and obligation of all believers is, and one of the important tasks for believers is worshiping, because this worshiping takes us toward Allah and take us toward the perfection, and we go up and up by worshiping, and the philosophy behind worshiping is closeness to God. You know this. But we only worship Allah. Tawheed al-Ibadi means that we only worship Allah. In our prayer every day, we emphasize to this point, Iyaka na'budu, only, oh Allah, only we worship you. Not, for example, this guy, that guy. No, only we worship God. This is Tawheedul Af'ali. Anyway, these are the degrees of the believing of monotheism. And we as a Shia believe through these things that I mentioned, what God's attributes and God's essence is the same, and Tawheed al-Af'ali, all actions originated from Allah, Tawheed al-Ibadi, unity of worship, we are allowed only worship Allah, nothing else. We emphasize to this point, and the most important thing is لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. We believe to the God and this, no one you can find is similar to God. لَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. You cannot find someone equal to God. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.